Hello. So I figured I'd make this video for a just a little redstone thing I made. It's not really a big deal. I mean, actually, it is in my opinion. Like for me, because it was a lot of work. But for the most part, it's not too bad. I don't think it's fully worked out yet, but it's the best I could do. So you walk around the house. Oh, you see switch. You see switch there, switch there. Oh, it's nowhere else in the house. So what the heck does it do? I mean, you walk in through here. Well, let's try and flip it. Nothing happens. Well, let's see what happens when we flip the second one. Oh, what was that? Oh, it looks like something opened up. So what this is a trapdoor. It's really complicated. A lot more complicated than I wanted it to be. I wish you could see it in action, but so I opened up the trapdoor, came down. I don't want anyone to know I'm here, obviously. They don't want to see that, so I gotta go over here. There you go. It's sealed up, like no one was ever here. I would explain the circuit, but I don't know if it would be understood at all. It's basically digital electronics. What's happening is there's two NOR gates, a NOR gate for the top pistons, the two side pistons, and then a NOR gate for the bottom 4 pistons. So what happens is the first time when you flip it, the first pistons pull down, and then these pistons pull back right afterwards. So it wouldn't have the same effect if these pistons and these pistons, like the side pistons, pulled at the same time. So basically what happens is these pistons are already extended up, so they go down and then these go. And then what happens when you do it the opposite direction, these pistons, you didn't really see it, but these pistons moved in, and then once the white wall was right here, then the 4 pushed it up. So basically did the exact opposite. And that was kind of hard to do because you needed to put a delay. You need to put a delay on either these 4, and then keep these the same time, or then put these on a delay and then keep these the same time. And it really all depended on what was happening. So imagining this is the first run here. So what I had to do was this is the top row. So this top row is for the side pistons, and this bottom row are for the bottom pistons. So one row, if you look on the very left, one row has just a straight circuit, like this is just a straight current, no delay. Then the bottom actually has a delay. So in this condition, you want these to pull down first, and then the sides to pull down, because this one has a delay on it, and this one doesn't. And then when you come over here, it's the opposite, because you want to give the opposite effect so you can go back to normal. And then so what happens up here is there's because if you were to go all the way, hold on. So if I were to go all the way back up, hold on. So if I were to go all the way back up here, both of them have to be either on or off, and then you have to do it in a certain order, so it's kind of confusing. I'll explain that later. But so you can't see it's covered up, and you know, you're kind of like, well, that looks kind of obvious that it's covered up. Well, I did that throughout the entire building, so it doesn't look necessarily out of the ordinary. So what you can't see is so there's the little lever there. Well, there's circuits. Let's see if I can uncover it here. There's circuits going into there, and if you were to go here, I'll give you a look. So what happens is these. Well, actually, no, that's for that. I'm not going to explain that yet. So what happens is when you activate, this is taking so much time, these two, you're basically turning on the signal, so that those were both on the, you just turn both of them on, so you're giving the on current. And what it does over here is it's kind of a way to do a vertical circuit, so it just carries the current and alternates it. So now it's going to give that. It's going to do that. So now if I want to do that, then go back up. So these two act the same as those two on the sides. Basically, what it means and what it's used for is, so you activate these two, and then you come all the way down here, and right, you don't want people to see that. So how are you going to cover that up? Well, obviously, run over here, hit these two, and it's covered up like nothing ever happened. So that's how you do it. Oh yeah, I have to explain why. Hold on, actually, I might have screwed this up. Yep. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Hold on. Because you have to do... it's confusing. I don't completely understand it, to be honest. So now those are down. These are in the off position. Now you gotta bring them back up. So you would think, you know, why do you have to do in that order? I actually don't completely understand why it works the way it works. I mean, I should, because I've done this for so long. I've been working on this for like hours. But yeah, so all I know is, like, so if they're on the up position, it's up. But if I flip them in the down position, and you can't do left to right, you have to do right to left. So right now, it should be, hold on. Yeah, so it's feeding. So technically, this is the on position. And what happens in a NOR gate is, for a NOR gate to work, or technically, I set them up as NOR gates. I don't think I did it right, though. I think they're actually just OR gates, but it kind of works anyways. So with an OR gate, the circuit runs if either they're both on, like so, or if one of them is activated. So that's off and that's on. So now they're... Actually, you know what? That's not true. See, you screwed it up. I don't know. All I know is you have to do it in that order. So, and then see on there, the switches are down, which means on technically. This is down. That's how I remember it. It works. It's a complicated circuit. It's been taking me hours, and I finally figured out how to do it. It's just a whole bunch of NOT gates and NOR gates and digital electronics going on right here. This took way more work than I thought it would just to do a simple trapdoor. Of course, there's a lot more stuff to it, but yeah, so now that I'm up here, I can flip them back up. Alright, that's all.